Everyone. Today I'm going to review the Honda Vision 110, also called the NSC 110. It's also called the Dio here in Australia. I do not like that name, it sounds like a deodorant, but that was Honda's name of choice, I guess. It's called Honda Vision in Europe and other parts of the world, which I think is a far cooler name. But as you can see, it's called the Honda Dio here in Australia. So I've used this scooter for some time now, and I must say that although it only weighs 105 kilos, I think I have come to love this scooter very much. And my commute to work from my home is about 15 kilometers. I don't know how much that is in miles, maybe 10 miles roughly. So, but this is my preferred mode of transportation, even over my other vehicles that I have, and I will explain to you why that is in a minute. So, I've got this one, and let me show you what else I got so you don't judge me and say, oh, you drive a tiny scooter and you prefer that. So I've got this one, which is 1440 cc's, 200 horsepower super bike. I've got that one, the MT09 Tracer, which is a triple cylinder sports touring adventure bike, whatever you want to call it, and this, the Bergman 650, the luxury scooter. But amongst all these bikes and this lovely MR2, my preferred mode of transportation is this, the Honda Dio. And the reason for that being is very simple. This is a very small scooter, okay? So this only weighs 105 kilos, like I said. It's very quiet, very fuel efficient. It goes about 100 kilometers in 2.5 liters of fuel, which is incredible considering that fuel is $2.39 in Australia at the moment per liter, which is not fun. And also the scooter is very practical. Okay, so the suspension of this scooter is really good, and I was really surprised when I wrote this, because I'm used to riding the big bikes, right? So the super sports with all-in suspension and the luxury scooter and all the other stuff. But this one I found is very plush. It's got long 16-inch wheels, which is really good. I think the front is 16 and the rear is 14, but I could be wrong. It's only got 8.6 bhp, which is not a lot. That's not even 1/20th of that one down there, but I still love this scooter very much, and it's incredibly smooth. The brakes are very good. I was also surprised, and I'm not a lightweight either. I weigh 98 kilos, or in excess of 220 pounds in for our US viewers, and this scooter just stops great. It is fine, it looks great, it's really cheap to buy as well, secondhand. So this one I picked up for 2,500 Australian dollars, which is not a lot, and it looks great. The seat is very comfortable as well, and this tiny little engine, very easy to maintain. You can do oil changes at home. The front comes with a disc, which is not ABS on this model, because it's a 2015 model, I think, and the rear is drum. But on a tiny scooter like this, you don't need an ABS, to be honest, and you'll be riding this mostly in the city, so this is quite adequate, and you don't need big powerful ABS brakes, although these brakes are really good, and it stops as good as the other bikes. And the suspension is plush. It is like so comfortable. that when I'm on my ZX14R with all-in suspension, um, it's that kind of ride quality. Okay, and it's got plenty of storage space. It sounds very quiet and no vibrations at all. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, here we go. It started now. So all you have to do is press the brakes. Oh, I think it's the other brake that needs to be pressed. Bear with me. There we go. Now it started. As you can hear, it's very quiet. It's been raining a lot here. I just washed this bike last Sunday, and 3 days later it looks like this because it's been constantly raining, and the roads are wet, so it flings the mud everywhere. But look at this engine. It's so quiet, so nice, no vibrations, although this top box is vibrating like it's haunted or something. But when you're riding it, there is absolutely zero vibrations. And as you can see, there's only a single shock absorber at the back, but even then it works extremely good. And you don't see that very often, somebody revving a scooter in their review. But yeah, so it's great on fuel. It's spacious. It's got a nice footboard here. You can put an extra bag of groceries here. You've got your hook here for your groceries. You can put some in the top box and some underneath the seat. So I'm going to show you what this storage is like under the seat. And it also fits my full face helmet and gloves. So I've got a Bell carbon fiber helmet, and that will fit very comfortably underneath the seat. Okay, let's show you under the seat now. So the storage, so unfortunately you have to open it from here. I wish Honda would have given it right where the ignition switch was, so it would have made it quite easier. So you click it like that, it's open. As you can see, there goes your toolkit. Plenty of storage here. Your fuel is here. And speaking of storage, this top box came with the scooter when I bought it, and it's not the greatest. It's not a GV or anything, but it does the job. And this one's got plenty of storage too. So this storage, and the footboard here, so you'll never be short of storage on this tiny little scooter. And let me show you. Look at this helmet. Now it's pretty big, but it fits along with my gloves inside the helmet. Look at this. There you go. It fits in and locked. So yeah, I think this scooter is great if you're mostly commuting to the city, going back and forth to work. This works great. So part of my commute involves taking a freeway which has a top speed of 80 kilometers that you have to do, since the freeway goes through the city, so it's not 100 kilometers or anything. And this scooter has no problem climbing to the speeds of 90 kilometers an hour when I'm going. The only thing that I wish the scooter was better at was initial acceleration. So the 0 to 40 is not too bad. It's like a 15-year-old family car, okay? But it does take time to reach 60 kilometers, and it's even slower as the speed climbs up. But you can go about 80-90 kilometers an hour on this one. Top speed Honda says is 85, but I pushed it to 90, and it can stay there. It doesn't sound very happy, but 80 kilometers is quite doable. And this one suits perfectly for my needs, for my short work commute, which involves taking a freeway of 80 kilometers per hour speed limit. And I think this scooter is absolutely great. So I'll be keeping this one for quite some time, and using this one over the others. And I think it's time that I sell the big scooter, the Bergman 650, which I've recently done a review. Although I love the Bergman 650, but I think it's a bit of an overkill in the city, and this one is much more suitable. I did think of upgrading to a PCX 150, which has a little more power than the Vision or the Dio, whatever you want to call it. Uh, but then again, you have to spend another $2,000 or more um, just to buy even a used one. And the new PCX 150s are 6,000 Australian dollars brand new on road, which I think then again adds up to the cost. So whether you buy a used PCX 150 or a new one, then you're looking at spending another few $1,000s. And if you use that for fuel and maintenance on this one, that will buy you fuel for the next 10 years if you use it every day. So weekends, sports bikes, and sports tourer every day, this one, and when it's raining, this one. Okay, hope you liked the owner's review or my thoughts on the Honda Dio. Catch you later.